What is up, YouTube? I'm back again with another video. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the differences between the first pattern to the third pattern M1955 fragmentation protective vest, or M55 flak vest. So we'll start off with the first pattern. So the first pattern featured a shooter's cord on the right shoulder. It had a upper pocket for a pen and paper, but most GIs either stuck their cigarettes in there or a 20-round M16 mag. Of course, when they first came out with these, they didn't adopt the M16 yet, so I guess it would have been just for cigarettes and pen and paper. It featured a more of a rounded button and snap, or snap and zipper closure on the front. Its shell was nylon based, and this one has about 25 Doron plates in it. It's a size extra large, and it has the integrated cartridge belt, so that Marines could hang their M1910 hook items on here, like canteens, jungle first aid kits, bayonets. I guess that's pretty much the only M1910 stuff that they would have used it back then. It did feature a collar, and there's no features on the back. Its shooter's cord did reach over to the back and all the way down about halfway to the front. It is just a rope on the inside though, so it's nothing fancy. And that was the first pattern. So this one was made from 1955 all the way up until 1967. In 1967, they upgraded it to the second pattern M1955 flak vest. So they added big, about probably 6x7 nylon pockets on the front with the buttons covered. They're pretty big. They do have drain holes. Unfortunately, this pocket's damaged. This bottom corner piece is, and it actually affects it all the way up to the zipper, so it's missing a snap. But it does have all the plates. This one is a size large. They made these shells out of like a nylon cotton almost blend. Does have the shooter's cord still. They kept the pen pocket. They may have made it a little bit bigger, but that could be just a manufacturing thing too. And does have the spot for the pen or pencil. They changed they added a carrying handle on the cord here, the collar. And there are no changes on the back. And this one is actually dated has a contract in 1967. So it is first year production, which is kind of cool. And the tag said the exact same thing as before, except they added a year on them. This one I paid just under $200 for. I think it was like $170 after shipping. I was just surfing one day, surfing eBay, and this dude was actually selling this one. He had it like $150 or best offer with like $20 shipping, and it had like a whole bunch of people watching it, and I'm like, I'm not gonna take the risk, so I just straight up bought it, and I'm glad that I did. So here's the second pattern. It ran from 1967 all the way up to 1980. They also, here's my beater M55 second pattern, the one that I have, my project one. It has all the plates removed. I had to take a button for my third pattern, and I might have to take some fabric from this one to repair my second pattern, or my other second pattern. This one is very, very faded, and it is from April 12th, 1978. So it's not really Vietnam dated, so it's not, wouldn't be quite as desirable. But it had an upgraded carrying strap here where it was thicker. But my old second pattern I had, this was about to rip off. If I would have done it like this, it would have ripped off. So maybe they should have made those a little bit stronger. But as you can see, it's designed to not change at all from 1967 all the way up into 1980. And then finally, the third pattern. So the dates for these ones are really unknown, very debatable. You can find photos of Marines in during the 1968 Tet Offensive wearing these. This would make me believe that the contract would have to be in 1967 then. So I guess the second pattern and third pattern saw production together, and they made this one, or I guess they made the second pattern longer than the third pattern. I really don't know why, but I guess this is how they did it. Personally, I like the first pattern the best, but I think the most, or I guess the better one out of the three would definitely be the second pattern. For this one, they made its pockets smaller, but they did gusset them like this, kind of like on BDU pockets or something. They just kind of fold down into each other. And they did add metal drain holes instead of just sewn in ones. They exposed the buttons, which is a terrible idea because on a lot of these it's missing the buttons, and this one was actually repaired. Didn't have it when I got it. They squared off the flap closure to make it look more uniform. They changed the side of the zipper towards this very thin cotton that rips very easily. This one still has its original zipper pull, which is nice. They shortened the shooter's cords to where now they used to go down to there, but now they only go down to here. And they added one on each side to appeal to left and right-handed shooters. They kept this pocket, the small pocket, all the way through the production. They made the collar a little bit taller in the back, and then they added this carrying handle that was like paracord, but a lot of the times that ripped out, and obviously on this one it has ripped out. The holes go on the back too, or eyelets, and there's no changes on the back. So that is all the variants of the M1955 flak jacket, starting from the first pattern, second pattern, and third pattern. I'm glad that I was able to make this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys have any questions about them, just go and let me know. And as always, have a nice day.